Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a minute, man. It's been quite a bit. I haven't really been driving the Vet too much. I've been driving around a little bit. I haven't really been able to get on the car specifically since I don't have a tire, and this car definitely needs a tire right now. Nonetheless, I wanted to go get do a review of basically, driving the car around. Been having it for a little bit with the mods and the power that it makes now, comparing it to the V and the previous setup. So let's go ahead and get a cold start, man. Hear this thing chop. Take you guys to the usual spot, man. You already know where I'm going if you watch the channel. Probably try to draw a review of the C7 with all the mods on it, man. A lot of people that do the Lt4 blower do not go over anything. They don't really tell you too much about what you need to know. They kind of just put the blower on the car, take it to get tuned, and then that's that. There's a lot of questions in the comments. As far as when I was trying to do the Lt4 blower myself, I spent a lot of times in forums trying to look up specific things, make sure I didn't miss anything, but there was really no answers to what exactly you need to know in the forums or on comments. Most of the time there was never replies on any of the comments. Any normal person like us or something like that, I would like for us to try to show you everything that needs to be done, so when somebody wants to just hop on YouTube and say, hey, I want to do an Lt4 blower setup on my car, they can just find this video and then I'll pretty much go over everything you need to know. Yes sir, guys, we out here, man. I think the wind is blowing a little bit. As you guys know, every time I come out here, man, the wind wants to start kicking in. So I'm gonna try to talk a little bit louder. Uh-oh, there it goes. And try to get you guys footage as best as I can out here, man. I don't have the little wind thing or nothing like that, but man, look how quiet this is. Super quiet, man. It's kind of like a sleeper out here, chopping. Welcome back to the channel. Here we go, man. Was it worth it? Was the mods worth it? And the review on the C7 Corvette, man. We're here, man. Let's start right under the hood. I did the Lt4 swap. We went with the larger Lt4 blower, so this has the taller lid, as you guys can see. Most of them come with that flat lid, which does give you cooling issues and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure it would give you cooling issues you adding the blower and all that stuff on here. So I did go with the 2017 plus style blower. So now we do have the taller lid, which here's a big thing that most of you guys may need to know if you plan on putting this blower on your car. Go on forums, if you go on any internet site and you ask if this blower will fit under your hood, everybody on there pretty much will say no. I did come across one person on the forum that told me that yes, it will fit. You just have to take the hood off on your hood. So I did that and it fits. Does it fit really good? I mean, it's a tight fit. So basically what I usually do is I put the hood down and I close it from one side to the other, and that pretty much gets the hood shut. I just lightly shut the hood and it works like that. I did order the blower from TSP Motorsports, sorry. Their blower was great. They sent me like a brand new blower. Everything about this blower was fucking super clean. No issues with it whatsoever so far, at least. And everything was clean about it, but their customer service was a little, because I did run into a couple questions and issues that I needed figured out, and they just kind of ghosted me on that. But I figured it out myself. As far as going through forums and trying to figure out some research, I did everything myself. I'm trying to hurry up because this wind is pissing me off, man. I got some of the bloopers out here restarting and going again. But you're going to need the Lt4 high pressure fuel pump for the fuel system setup. You're going to need that off the top. Lt4 injectors, they're all brand new. So I got a brand new Lt4 high pressure fuel pump, brand new Lt4 injectors for the fuel system. And then as far as your low side, if you do plan on making some good power, you will need a DSX aux setup or methanol. I do have the DSX low side fuel setup over here. So it is setup pretty much behind this wheel weld. We did a pretty good job of hiding it. I don't know if you guys can see right there, down there. If you can see that AN fitting right there, how it's drilled and tapped into the fuel tank. So we do have that lower fuel side setup. That lower side setup, man, is pretty pricey. It's like $700-800, yeah, something around there. So, but you will need that. Along with the Lt4 high pressure fuel pump and injectors. Now, you guys know personally me, from the V, all the previous cars, I always like to do all my gaskets, everything brand new. So every gasket on this motor is new. Everything is sealed on here, brand new. With the Lt4 setup, there's going to be some spacers that go pretty much like on top of the where the supercharger connects, and it's going to kind of rise it up a little bit, which is why you see it pretty much kind of high like this. But it should come in the kit. Now, if you order or purchase a supercharger by itself offline on the marketplace, just know you are going to need those spacers and space it up just a little bit, and it will rise it up. But if you have the lower lid, you shouldn't have any issues. You probably don't even need to pull this off. But you know, since I have the newer style blower, this is better. Now this one has, you know, slight different porting and stuff like that on the inside. It keeps it a little bit cooler. You actually can make a little bit more power with this lid. So if I was you and you were going to do an Lt4 swap, I would try to get a 17 plus supercharger, and that'll help you out. Now, as far as everything else, the add-ons, you know, we did do new spark plugs, boost plugs. We do have the speed engineering headers down there. I don't know if you guys can see those. We did go with a lower pulley. Now, here's another main thing you guys are going to need to know. So, depending on your oil pump, you're going to need a ATI lower balancer. So if you have a dry sump, just message me and I can get you the part number for that. If you have a wet sump, you can use the OEM Z06 harmonic balancer. So we do have an upgraded lower pulley. Not sure if you guys can see it down there. I think it's a 955, I believe, or something like that. I can't remember. Sorry about that on the lower pulley. I have to go back and look. But we do have a lower pulley set up. The upper pulley, I believe, is still a stock upper pulley. And it still made hella power even with that one. So I know if I decide to take this one off and, you know, do a smaller upper, it'll probably bring some more gains in there. And here is the aux setup from a better angle so you guys can see it right here. And we did have the CPR ice tank, so I added this right before tuning, and this pretty much does a good job. A lot of you guys know that Lt4 blowers can cause a lot of heat and stuff like that, but the car stays cool. I haven't had any issues of it overheating. I haven't had any issues with it passing half. Unless you do a hard pull, you'll see on the C7, you'll see the temperature gauge kind of go up pretty high, but then it goes right back down. So that's pretty simple there. But the ice tank is pretty easy. Just take this off, throw a bag of ice in there, and you're pretty much good to go. And if you guys are, you know, deep subscribers and you watched the videos previously, you should know that I've tore this motor down, took the heads off, everything, and everything's been refreshed. It's pretty much just fucking clean as hell under there, you know, new wires, everything. So that's pretty much the Lt4 setup. If you have any questions, you can message me on Instagram, stuff like that. But as far as, like I said, for your fuel system, you're gonna need the Lt4 high pressure fuel pump, Lt4 injectors, and a low side for the supercharger. Because most people say, oh, you can get away with just the top end and leave the lower. No, you can't, because if you start making power, you're gonna run out of fuel somewhere. And the reason why I made the power that I made was because of that low side, because we definitely, that low side kicked in and it just gave, you know, just juice. Now when we did get up to the higher power, I started making, like, you know, the power that we did, the high side started to give out a little bit. So, you know, now what I'm going to do is going to try to add an alky methanol system, and that should aid big time up there. So then we should be pretty good. But right now, I was going to add the meth before tuning, but I didn't get it in time, so I will add that. But we made that power just on E alone. So when we add the meth, it's going to be crazy, pretty crazy. Now, as far as motor work, I had Charlie take off the heads and go through those. We have the Texas Speed Stage 3 cam. We went through the block and checked the block. Everything in the block was perfect. It was clean. We went through the heads. Everything in the heads is done. It's clean. I like to do everything super clean, as you guys know. All right, so as far as the outside, you guys know we have the Z06 front grille set up. We got the whole Z06 front lip with the splitters or the side add-ons, whatever you want to call them. All right, then along the sides, we have the splash guards right here from the Z06. As you guys can see, up front, we have the 19-inch setup. the Z06 style side skirts and carbon flash. We have the 20s in the rear, which I'm gonna have to change these out. These are pretty much useless right now. With the amount of power that we make, we're gonna have to change these out. I'm trying to find a drag pack right now. I messaged a guy. He has some race stars. If you guys know, most people put the race stars on here, but I don't know, man. I messaged him. I was gonna pick them up, and then I kind of thought about it. There's some specific wheels that I wanted for this car, and I didn't want to just settle for anything. But the wheels that I wanted were the Forge Star D5 beadlocks. They have a specific set that is made for this car and everything. But I'm gonna tell you guys pretty much a tip or a secret that most people I have not seen do, but one of my subscribers and supporters has done, and I've been trying to do it for a minute. So those spats up there, these little wheel arches right here, if you order those OEM ones, you can actually add them back here, but you'll have to do a little bit of customizing and cutting. Now I ordered them, they're at the house already, I just need to install them. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna install them, I think, backwards, and they pretty much install around your wheel arch right here, right? And they kind of flare out a little bit, and they allow you to run a bigger tire and a by 12 setup or whatever you need to run on your car. Because I can add a better wheel setup in the front, and then because it's already set up for it. But as far as the rear, I do need to add that. I can add the D5 beadlocks on here without it, but I think it'll look better because I can run a better tire. I actually ordered these from out of state and got them sent to me. I feel like these are a huge part of the rear of the car, man. These things change the car so much. So I advise you guys to at least get the fins if you don't want this or can't, you know, get this, because this is quite expensive. I think they was like $600 or something like that for these two pieces, but they make the car look crazy. We do have the I think it's a stage 3 style spoiler winglets on here for the rear, the Z06 tail lights. Tinted these out in the rear right here. All right, guys, so there's a basic review of the underhood, man. There's so much to list under here. That's why I might miss a few things. Now, let's go why I chose this blower. Pretty much, I like this blower. This blower can make great power, as you guys can see, and it's like an OEM setup. So you don't get the loud blow-off valve noises from a Procharger, stuff like that. But I kind of like to keep it quiet and just, you know, just nimble and kind of like a sleeper. Now the thing is, there's a big difference between a centrifugal blower and a root style blower. So this will be your roots style blower. If you guys are not familiar with that, it would be the top style blower. It spins from right there from the front. The centrifugal will be like the turbo style setup type or a Procharger type, if you guys are familiar with that. We made like great numbers with this car. So with the root style blower, the thing is, you get your torque immediately. You get your torque up high, you get your torque like right in there. And what's crazy is this car made great power, horsepower, because usually with centrifugal blowers you will make higher horsepower but lesser torque. The crazy thing about my setup is we made about the same horsepower and the same amount of torque evenly, which is pretty crazy. And then in comparison, I actually wanted to put a video in here, man. I met up with a subscriber, man. He might see the video, he might not. James Beard, that's his name. He's a cool subscriber. He plays the game with me. He's on PlayStation with me. We hop on the game from time to time. And he actually had a CTSV because he watched my channel and he picked up a CTSV. He ended up getting in a small accident and something happened to the V, so he ended up getting a Vet. But he got a C6 Grand Sport Vet. It was built and has a Procharger on it, and I think it's an A&A Procharger setup, but it's a centrifugal blower, and I have a root style blower. So we actually linked up. I was headed to the gym. So that's how I have to shut the hood, guys. This is what I was telling you guys earlier. So I come to both sides and just kind of latch it. But yes, James has a centrifugal style blower. I pretty much met up with him before going to the gym, and I took a quick video, so the quality wasn't the best on it. All right, we out of that wind, so I can finally talk to y'all. But I met up with him right before going to the gym, so the quality wasn't the best on this quick video. I was trying to just shoot a video before going to the gym to get you guys some footage, so I'm gonna show you guys basically his C6 A&A Procharged. I think it made like 700 horsepower, but I will show you guys exactly, you know, the difference between the centrifugal and then my car. I'll explain the difference between here. So I'll put the clips here of what I shot when I met up with James right here. But we're going to link up with one of my subscribers, man. His name's James. I've been actually playing on the game with him for a minute, man. And he's actually local, so he's actually pretty deep Dallas. He's gonna come down to the area. He actually picked up a C6 Corvette, Procharged, and it's a pretty decent build. So he previously had a Mustang, and I think it was like a 17, 18 Mustang manual, and he said he kept having issues with it. And this was the time I think I had my CTSV. He ended up getting rid of the Mustang, got a CTSV, and something happened, and he ended up having to file insurance, and got an insurance claim, and now he's joined the dark side, man, with his Corvettes. So he has a C6. We're gonna link up with him right now. We're gonna head out and possibly check out the car once we link up, and maybe go for a ride. I'm not sure, but we'll link up and check out the car. So I'll catch you guys when we get over there. Here go this guy right here, chilling in the Grand Sport. So he got a C6 Grand Sport. Here you go. It's James, man. Got the Grand Sport out here. What we got? What we got? Look a little dusty, man. Hold on, I'm gonna have to put a light. We're supposed to clean it up for this. We're pretty good, man. You know exactly which Procharger they put on here?
It's A&A V3 TI.
Oh, you got the A&A kit. Yeah, the A&A kit pretty good. Look like they did an aftermarket radiator. Okay. Yeah, you need to get you some stealth detail up under this hood, though. Yeah, it looks good, though, man. It's clean. Got the wide body. What the hell they had on the side right here? Oh, hood, bro. Took it off. Yeah, it looks good, man. I like it. You know you gotta let them hear the cam. You can't go out like that. You gotta let them hear the cam. You know we gotta do it right. All right. Oh, so he's got the valves. Yeah. Nice. Okay, look, he trying to push a little button. What you guys? Okay. Yeah. It's clean. You got the touch screen in there. It's a manual too. See, that's why you ain't ready for me though. You got that manual transmission. That ain't ready for my A8. So James gotta take before he hit. Oh, okay. Look at him. He got his bath clothes and shit in here. God, he been living out the bed. He been living out the bed. He got the bath clothes and shit in here. God damn. Alright, man.
Got a pop to one too.
We got a pop. Okay, y'all hear the pop? Okay. He said he liked that shit, boy. He said he got the pop to it over here, boy. Okay, I can hear the Procharger breathing. Alright, alright. It actually drives real smooth. Did they do any clutch work or anything?
I think so.
Because I know that's, boy.
I think you got
like
right still.
Yeah, that's a big problem on these cars. Manual transmission, that clutch, man. No, so how much power you made on here? You on 93 pump right now, right?
707 to the wheel.
707 to the wheel. He made my torque. But he made 707 to the wheel. Uh-oh, we gotta get a little pull in. Okay. Where you at? 40? 40? Power up in this bitch, boy. God damn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like that, man. That's nice. I feel great, boy. That shit feel good. And I'm about to go to the gym and get my pre-workout right there. Look at it. See, the only thing that's different, though, that I feel is you make your power like it's like a turbo for you. So it feels like you start pulling. Now watch, I'll give you a ride in my car, you'll feel mine's instant, and it's like constant. Like that's the only difference why, you know, with the Procharger and the centrifugal blower setup, you know, the two differences. But I do like that. It feels like a turbocharger, which is pretty crazy. That was nice, man. I like that. That feels real good. Especially your I think it was like your fourth gear. Yeah, your fourth gear, you feel like you start to get that going, boy. Okay. Hey, you better get you some brakes, boy. Yeah, that's nice, man. Got a good ass pull to it, real nice. Like, got a good build here, especially for a Grand Sport. You know, most people don't expect a Grand Sport to make some power. Like now, see, compared it to the V.
That's it, night and day.
It's night and day, right? And I tell some of the V owners on here because they like, man, you know, like I don't know the V. Look, no. It's night and day. Just they way different. They two whole different cars, bro. They way totally different cars, man. It's nice, man. James got him a nice piece right here. I told him he gonna have to run Charlie. You gonna have to run trolley before you step up to me. All right, now as you guys can see, with his car, it's kind of like a turbo feeling. So it's like, you know, power, and then it kind of goes, and then, you know, every time he shifts, it's kind of down, and then it kind of goes. Now the difference between that is with this root style blower, you know, with this trans, it's fucking crazy. It fucking, it's like instant, and then it just constant, like it just goes, which is pretty crazy. All right, now we got the car started up. I gotta go put some E in this thing, but the big question is, was it worth it, and how does it compare to the CTSV? Hell yes, this was well worth it. The car is literally a completely different car. It's not the same car anymore. I mean, it's just wild because of where the torque band is. The torque is like instant. So, you know, sometimes you'll be cruising on the highway in this, and I know a lot of you guys, you tend to want to just go around a car because they're going too slow. Well, you got to be careful in this, because sometimes you'll hit the gas and the ascent will kick out at 70-80 mile an hour and still kick out on you, and it's kind of sketchy. So you got to be careful with that. But I mean, it's a completely different animal. So yes, I will say if it's worth it. I wouldn't mind getting a Procharger or a root style blower, but me specifically, I like the root style and I want to keep it OEM. So if anything was to happen, I could just go to the GM dealership and pick up a part, rather than have to contact A&A or any different company and have to wait on a part or something like that. When I can just go to the GM dealership and pick it up, it's super OEM, and that's kind of how I liked it. So I wanted to do it like that. And comparing it to the CTSV, it's way quicker than the CTSV. It's quicker because it's lighter. It's a lighter car. Now this car did make more power than my CTSV did as well. So this car, of course, is going to be faster, and it made more torque as well. So it's just all around, it just made more power. It's a lighter car, so it does feel way different. And what I do like about this car is, I mean, once you turn that traction control off, it's pretty much like the V was whenever it gets nasty, because the V used to get nasty whenever I would just like to hit it, or, you know, going under a bridge or something, I would downshift to like first or second gear and just hit it. I just love that feeling, man. I mean, if you guys know it, you guys know it. But I mean, same thing with this one. You know, I'll be cruising all day, and sometimes I never hit the car or get on it at all. So right before I get home, I at least like to you know, hear that exhaust, you know, get nasty in it. But I mean, it'll get down. It does get down. I'll try to give you guys a pull, but I haven't really got on the car at all, or have gone through past like 4th gear, and this is an 8-speed, and I really don't go past 4th or 5th because of the tire setups. All right, man, I couldn't leave without getting you guys a pull, so I'm gonna get on the freeway right now. Put this window down so you guys can hear this. Let's go to first. That's 4th gear, as you guys can see. We got 8 gears. 8. Alright guys, you already know I like to do little ending videos in the room, chop it up with you guys at the end. I did want to go over these flares and show you guys from when I was outside at the parking lot, man. This is what I was talking about. So these are the GM style OEM flares. I ordered them off Amazon. They are a little bit pricey, but you can add these on the rear. You got to do a little bit of custom, you know, work and I think trimming, but you can add these to the rear, and it widens out the car, gives you extra depth, so you can put a bigger tire on there. And the subscriber, he told me about that. So, but I was looking on forums before I saw it on his car, and I was trying to do it to my car, but when I saw it on his car, I was like, okay, somebody actually did it. So now I can actually see, you know, and get some tips on how to do it myself. So but I appreciate him sending me that link, so I ordered those. But I had, man, it's been a crazy week. Raining throughout. I had to get a new laptop. I sold my old laptop, and you know, most of the time when I'm editing and stuff like that, when I upload on YouTube, I try to use my laptop, so I had to sell it. I got a new one, upgraded. My PS4 took a shit on me, so I did have to upgrade to the PS5. Yay, appreciate that, man. I didn't have to pay a crazy price, so I did have to upgrade. I did get some new guns, man. A semi-auto shotgun, picked it up brand new. It just came out like last year. I know some of my subscribers like guns. I do post on my Instagram some of the gold Dracos and stuff that I come up with and that I get gold. And a lot of you guys like that. So some of the subscribers information, man. Is it just me, or when you get a nice car, man, you go out to cruise, you never run into anybody? Like, it's like every time I take my vet out, I never run into any good solid races or any other cars. You know, if I do see them, they're on the opposite side of the freeway going the opposite way, or by the time I do see one, he's already exiting. I never really just get to catch one, and then when I do run something, it's always like a little BMW or, you know, just a normal car that just enjoys, you know, the car, and they just kind of want to just mess around a little bit. It just sucks, man, but that's why I don't really get too many runs. I don't really go out looking for races, but you know, every now and then you kind of want to find something just to play with real quick and then, you know, go back and cruise. But I never do. Anytime I'm in my truck though, when I'm in my work truck, 24/7 I'm seeing Mustangs with drag packs, vents out, everything. But as soon as I get in my car, I don't even know where any of that is. And then I just wanted to post this clip on my way home after filming this video. There was a Silverado, it was a single cab Silverado. I came up on it on the side of the freeway, man. He was speeding, going flying down the freeway. He had his hood off. I think he had a turbo setup on the truck. I seen an intercooler. He had a drag pack, everything. It was a single cab Silverado truck. And I pulled up to him at the light, and you know, as soon as the light turned green, I put the vet in first, and I hit it just real nasty, just so he could hear it. You know, hit it real nasty on him. And then when we both got on the freeway, I was going like 50. I think I started at 40 miles an hour. I was going like 50 so that he could catch up to me. The truck would not catch up. He just kept trailing behind me and staying all the way to the back. As I'm driving, he was just staying back there. He would not come up and catch up to me so that we can get a run, man. Single cab Silverado, he got his hood off, drag pack, radials, everything. He was showing out, man. I caught him at the light. I tried to get on a run. I'm going 50 miles an hour right now on the freeway, and he's staying back there so that he can't catch me, so that I can't run him. He just trailing back. He won't catch up to me so that I can run him. Like, look at this. Look at this dude. He just staying right there so he don't gotta catch me. Look at this. He won't catch up. He's literally staying back there, bro. He won't pass me. What the fuck? That's that bullshit, boy. Trash. I'm going slow so you can catch up. You showing out now when I'm trying to go slow so we can run it. You don't want to run it, man. What the fuck kind of shit is this? He will not catch up to me. Everybody's passing me. He won't catch up. He just staying right there. Come on, man. That's bad. That's bad show for these trucks, man. You gotta catch up, man. I'm trying to get. Look, now I ain't getting in the same lane. Got on the freeway. I tried to film it. I don't know if you guys can see it in this video, but I tried to film it. I was chilling. I was going like 50, just cruising, and he was just staying back. He would not come up, but he was showing out before I caught up to him. And then as soon as I catch him, he was just like, nah, I don't want it. I'm just stay back here. I don't even just want to go over that with you guys, man. And I was thinking one day, man, maybe I could do a range day where a lot of the subscribers come out and we go to the gun range or something, or you know, do something different, man. Because the car meets nowadays is just not the same. I tried to go to a car meet day before yesterday. One of the homies invited me, man. I never go to car meets. And when I went out there, I stayed there for a couple minutes. I had a couple people come up to me. They liked the car and talked to me about it. But not long, man. People start revving, ruining the car meet, taking off through the parking lot. Cops showed up. It was like, it's pointless nowadays. There's always somebody. There's just always somebody. And I don't get it. I don't get why you feel the need to just have to fly through the parking lot or do all that dumb shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. We just can't enjoy ourselves at car meets no more. A lot of them got shut down. The car scene is just kind of going to shit, man. It's just gonna give them more how should I say this? It's just gonna give them more reason to do that ban that they're trying to do on car parts and performance parts and stuff like that. It's just giving them more reason to do it, man. Like if we go to a car meet, we chill and everybody's chilled out and shit like that, and the officers start seeing that people can actually have common sense, maybe they will give us a leeway. But fucking, we got guys flying and crashing into people, and fucking every car meet we go to, somebody's fucking tearing ass and flying through. It's just ridiculous, man. But I feel like I'm talking too much, so I appreciate you guys, man. We can have this debate another time, but appreciate you guys, man. Love y'all, man. Peace out. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next video. Peace.